Welcome everybody, it's tractorchute here, and it's time for some Friday challenge wins now that we've seen a fail. In the lower left hand corner, playing as the red boys, the red Terran, it is GrynSaifa. In the upper right hand corner, it is the breakfast food we've all come to know and love. As the blue Terran in the upper right corner, it is Hashbrowns getting us going here. Hashbrowns with another great submission, I'm hoping here. Getting himself another Friday challenge win. Sup, broski? Tractorchute says good luck, have fun. And that's his favorite opening. Much appreciated, Hashbrowns, for the shout out there. Hopefully this is a half decent game there. The last one was pretty decent. We did see everything from Thors to nukes to battle cruisers. We'll see what this one has to bring. We are looking to go gas first on this. Not that bad of a idea since you can't go reactor. Maybe look for some reapers to start this baby off here. And we are going to place our supply depot in the bottom corner here. Make sure he's got some vision of any drops. Give him a little bit of insight just before it gets there for our good man GrynSaifa. GrynSaifa. Sorry, not GrynSaifa. GrynSaifa. There you go. Much better name. And that ends up going down there. Hashbrowns will probably get himself the wall off starting here with the good old barracks. And that's exactly what he ends up doing there. Nope, he didn't like that positioning at all there, so he does cancel that. Apparently he didn't need that extra $37. So there we go. Does cancel that, and we'll rebuild in a better position. And we'll continue to keep a nicely organized base for GrynSaifa in the back there. Do like to see that. He's not even going to wall off here. He's going to build himself a barracks in the middle of the base. Not too shabby of an idea, my good man. Nothing mining off the gas, so apparently Hashbrowns just wanted to make sure he had gas. Now he's going to start mining that baby off there, so we'll get 3 on the gas right here, and we'll soon find out what he decides to actually do with that build there with the gas first. His opponent's doing the same idea. He's actually going double gas here, so we're very curious to see what he intends on doing with that gas. As 2 gas this early is a fairly good idea, I guess, depending if you're actually going to use a build off of it here. Or if you're just going to go standard Marine Marauder type build there, then the 2 gas first is probably unneeded. But either way, to each their own. We will get 1 mining off the one mining off the other. Not going to fully saturate him as of yet. And Hashbrowns in the meantime, he's going to go with double barracks. And out of his barracks, he's electing to go with. We are not too sure yet, but I'm sure we'll find out pretty darn soon here. Both these guys elected not to scout at all. So they will try and do this blindly and see what they end up figuring out from there. Not entirely sure why Hashbrowns went with the gas first there. So he is saving the gas for something there. He is spitting out some Marines there. So we'll start building 1 Marine at a time. That SCV gets trapped on the outside there, but nicely puts that supply depot down so his SCV can come in there and probably will build another building as he isn't going right to mining here. He is going to put himself down a bunker so he can get himself a little bit of defense to start this game off here. And his opponent in the meantime, he's doing the same thing basically as far as the build goes. He's spitting out himself a couple Marines as well here. Does fully saturate both those gases, so we'll have a lot of gas there. In the meantime, Hashbrowns is finally getting down his second gas, so he's going to start getting quite a bit of gas as well here. Would imagine we're going to see some tech labs go down pretty quick here for our good man Hashbrowns, so he can start getting himself some stim pack, maybe even some custom shells there, combat shields as well. Does send the 2 Marines down the bottom ramp there, locks them out, says you guys go out and do your job there. Do it, and do it with pride. So they're going to start moving across the map here nice and slow here. Orbital is going down for Hashbrowns. Very smartly done there. And these 2 Marines are going to make their way across. They're going to be the 2 scouts for him. GrynSaifa in the meantime. He's got himself 4 Marines on the map here. Not looking too bad. Working off of 1 barracks. And that 1 barracks is now going into a reactor here. So we will get the 2 Marines heading out here. They're going to be able to get right inside the base here. Hopefully they don't engage and they actually walk right around to see what they're up against here. But, of course, that's not going to tell them a whole lot as there's only 1 barracks with 1 reactor on it and the 2 gas there. Not really using the 2 gas, but in the meantime there, he says, you macro. We do have the engineer bay go down, so he's looking for upgrades. He says, you macro. I don't even know what that means. Everybody macros, my good man. If you did it macro, well, then you wouldn't be mining anything. He's just going to take down the plates for him, too. Or the rocks. What a nice guy he is. Hashbrowns feeling a little generous here. Still learning, says GrynSaifa. And I could actually... yeah, I would second that. GrynSaifa, it does look like he is learning a little bit slow here. I'll help you with the plates, and he does make him where he is helping. I always think they're plates, half the time they're rocks, half the time they're plates. It really doesn't make a difference. They look the same, so they should just call them all the same thing, I would think here. So he's going to end up moving in the base there. Hashbrown's probably feeling pretty good at this point now that he knows that his opponent did admit to just learning here. So he's going to back out as he did see the 4 Marines, and apparently that was enough scouting for him. So he'll relax right on the outside there, check out when his opponent expands, and gets everybody in that bunker there. Of course, he will be able to find out the second they leave the base bar, and they do not come out in a medevac. And we are starting to get upgrades as well here, getting ground weapon level 1 here. And we are also planting down the good old factory here. So GrynSaifa not looking too bad so far. In the meantime, Bricks already has down his factory, also has his command center on the way here, and is working himself off of 2 barracks here. And there we go, Tech Lab would of course come down on that here. And Tech Lab over here as well. So of course we'll probably get into maybe a tank, maybe even a Hellbat, which is very handy like I mentioned before in TVT. But we'll soon find out what Hashbrowns elects to do here. So we'll sit on the outside of the base here. Everybody's going to sit back, relax here. I don't expect too much scouting or offense out of GrynSaifa if he's just learning, but at least he'll build up a pretty big army here. I usually play Protoss, but Tractor Chute put out this challenge here. That is very true. Hashbrowns, I did put this out to force you up onto Terran. And trust me, I did get feedback. I didn't get any from you, but I did get feedback from other people on the Facebook fan page there who did. I'm not too sure where they scouted. It might have been in their emails. I can't remember. But either way, like I say, they said that they would rather have an all-round challenger, which, like I say, we will end up doing at the end of the day here. And does actually get himself out the Ghost Academy. Not too sure if GrynSaifa knows what to do with it here. GrynSaifa did admit he is a Zerg player, so that kind of makes Hashbrowns a little bit more happy that both of them are playing off race. Does get down that bunker as well here. So GrynSaifa, you're not looking that bad, I will say that. Wouldn't mind starting to see some combat shield, and I didn't like that bunker placement. And the rest of your upgrades for your ground units there would be very helpful. Custom shells, combat shield, you know how it goes there. Might want to send those Marines over there, get rid of this one, a nuisance one. Oh, takes out the SCV. That's a little bit of a pain in the ass there. We'll force him to bring in our SCV off the line to finish building that bunker there, as it does look like he's going to wall off at the natural and do basically the same thing that Hashbrowns is doing a little bit ahead of him here, as Hashbrowns has his command center going down there. So we'll have his natural down right away here, is getting an engineer bay for the upgrades here and an army for the upgrades here, or maybe even some Thors. So very well done as far as the upgrade buildings go here. Does have a couple Marauders coming out here, another Marine coming out as well. Combat shields, ground armor level 1 coming out. So both these guys getting upgrades here. And Hellions as well here. Very interesting here. He's going to like to get into a little bit of a Hellion build, but he's doing it off a Tech Lab, which is very interesting, but might just get a couple out just to keep the scouting going for him. And also has the placement of the second bunker ready to go down here. So we finished off with the one bunker here. We'll start to get this baby walled off with a few units in there. And in the meantime there, Hashbrowns is going to scout around that map, make sure he can see what's going on. And we'll get himself out his third command center as well here. Does get down the second factory and has a third factory queued up as well to go down. So he's looking to get into a fairly heavy factory type build, no whether or not he ends up going Widow Mines or tanks. Oh, he's going right to, thought about Hellbats. Now he's going to go tank and Thors out of it there. So very, very interesting, getting to a very high-end unit. In the meantime, we do have the couple of Hellions out for GrynSaifa and a lot of Marines with a Marauder there as well here. Does load up the one bunker, has a second bunker done now. SCV is going to stand around for a little bit until he realizes that he has finished the bunker. And then we'll probably get back to work. But he did supply block himself. Both these guys supply blocked himself right on time. Very well done, boys. 54 to 51 for the food count here. They're both going to try and get some supply depots out. Try and get that unsupply blocked. And there's the third factory going down now here. It got a couple tanks on the field here. Has a Thor queued up once he actually gets those supply depots. And there he goes. Heavy on the supply depots. Everybody's coming out. Build those babies up so you don't forget that again there. Siege tanks are going to get out to the outside of the base here. They'll make sure they get as much vision and much range as they can to defend off that natural here. He could also wall that off at the same time there if he chooses to do so. But he's going to let take out his rocks as well here. Funny, he killed his opponent's rocks way before his own. But either way, now he's killed both sets of those rocks there. And we'll get the expansion down for GrynSaifa. Does look at the scout goes down, and he does see that the expansion is just going up, so realizes he's quite a bit ahead at this point. And he's looking pretty good, just riding himself 64 to 59, the food count there. Did you scan my base once, he asked him here. Nope. Well, there you go. He does have a planetary, which is why. And I will tell you guys, never recommended you put a planetary on your main. Just not the smartest idea. It's kind of a waste. You got to get the orbitals out. And he tells him to do it. Well, little do you know, Hashbrowns, he cannot scan you at this point here. He's got to get himself out at orbital in order to do so. In the meantime, there, Hashbrowns is going to fly that third out here. Where is he flying his third to? Build an orbital command and use the scan. I don't know. That's almost condescending, Hashbrowns. Are you assuming he doesn't know how to scan? Where are you flying your base to? Apparently, he's going for a hidden expansion here. He's going to make that a little bit of a fly across the map here. It's going to be quite the distance for the travel here. He does have both of his orbitals down here. His opponent, in the meantime, still has out the good old nuke Ghost Academy here. Isn't using it for anything, But he does have it, and also has out the armory as well here. Take a look at the good old units tab. We have ourselves 25 Marines, 1 Marauder, 5 Hellions, 2 Reapers. We are getting a big bundle of Fruit Loops here. Wow, that's a big group of random units together here. We have a Thor, a tank, some Marauders, some Marines for Hashbrowns here. So both these guys got a fairly skookum combination of units here. There we go, Hashbrowns does plant that third now and there, so we'll look to start getting that baby mined up. Opponent in the meantime has really gone into the heavy supply depot. This is what happens to a lot of players when you get supply blocked there. They kind of go nuts with the supply depots after that point there. It never happens again in the game, it feels like. You know, you get supply blocked once, you build 8. And that'll keep you going. It's exactly what GrynSaifa is doing here. Ton of them, keeping them all on the outside. Apparently doesn't want them to get in the way there. Has them all sitting down there. There's the nice scan that he did see happen over here. Very good, right on the main there. So realize he's got the triple factory here. And we are also going to look to get into 3 starports as well. Hashbrowns is not fooling around in this game. I will say that much here. Nothing happening over here. Oh, he is getting the orbital out. Then we will look to get a lot of SCVs coming out here. In the meantime, his opponent has a fairly good wall, I would have to say. Might want to get some tanks to help out there. Still spitting the Reapers out. That's not the best choice there. 6 Reapers altogether. Unless he's looking to harass with them, which is very possible. But 6 of them in your normal army isn't the best there. Hashbrowns lays down a couple scans there. That should make him feel pretty good. To see that what his opponent is sitting at here, because in my opinion that is not the best combination of units, but to each their own. You can build whatever combination you want. The more interesting the combination, the more entertaining it is to people like me. I will tell you that much here. I like to see creativity in StarCraft too. It's got a lot of different options here. Keeping a couple of these SCVs in there, assuming they're in there to repair that Thor when they do choose to attack. Both these guys pretty intent on sitting at their own base here, as nobody seems to be moving out. Hashbrowns is getting near a supply block situation here, as he only has about a 10 food gap there. In the meantime, I guess he elected not to build any SCVs over here, so he's just going to have a third in case he ever needs it in the future. Maybe he'll be looking to do a great big SCV transfer after he mines himself out. Who knows here, as he is almost getting there, down to 21 workers needed at the main base here. The third starport does go down. Of course, he did trap that SCV, poor little guy. He's going to have to sit over there and maybe maintain that satellite dish, make sure we have great signal over here. That's the second one that got trapped too as well here. So there's a couple tech labs down over there. It will soon be interesting to find out what he elects to go with the tech labs on the starports here. But he is doing a great big SCV transfer here. Must have an idea of where he wants to put that base here. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just looking to walk around the map here. I don't see anything set up as of yet. But maybe they'll get there and then they'll build themselves an SCV or build themselves a command center here. And what is he doing? Apparently we're building supply depots. I apologize if I don't have anything intelligent to say about that. I have no idea what he's doing. Yeah, we're going to build some supply depots way over here. Hidden supply depots, they're kind of unheard of, but they work. We even have some widow mines coming down here. I got this good feeling that Hashbrowns is being a little bit cocky here, and he's going to start toying around here. This is very odd. Has himself 3 widow mines that are going to come right to the outskirts of his opponent here. There they are, right on the outside of the base. I imagine a scan might go down. Oh, maybe not. He even has the burrowing upgrade. As you can see, those things got in the ground down quick. And he even has some more SCVs transferring finally here, and they're actually going to get right into the middle. A few of them are anyways here. These ones are going to come up, and they're going to start mining at the very top of the map here, and he's finally started to 2 macro up at that third base there. Widow mines are a little bit in an odd location. Might want to get them a little bit closer, as the opponent might actually weasel his way around there. But they could work. Who knows? Depends on how his opponent leaves his base there. And it looks like Hashbrowns is going to try and build in every single location he can here. Still very odd. He's got all this over here, but did transfer the rest of those SCVs here. Maybe he's trying to spell T something. He does have a T as a cross or T, and then one offset there. Not too sure what he planned on doing over there, but I'm sure it was something fairly interesting and creative. In the meantime here, we are getting our third out for GrynSaifa. Very well done there. And here we'll soon find out if the army ends up walking in these widow mines here. It does look like they're somewhat intent on moving out here. Does have 1 upgrade there. Battle cruisers on the field as well here. Like to see it. GrynSaifa, good unit composition there. If we take a look at the good old APM tab, wowzer, 75 to 21. Hashbrowns had his Wheaties this morning here. Take a look at the income tab. He is pretty much double, which we kind of expected. And looking pretty good. Ravens also coming out for a good man. Hashbrowns here. Both of them getting their upgrades, which I like to see in the lower level leagues here. And we're also getting ourselves down another command center over here for good old GrynSaifa, which we'll finish up for his third. And we are going to send down some more widow mines here. So these widow mines are going to head down towards the other end of the map here again. They'll try and bury themselves right outside the base with these other 3 here. We'll leave them with 6 widow mines. Those 6 widow mines with splash damage could be a lot of trouble for GrynSaifa here, depending where he plants them. No, different location. He's actually looking to keep map vision here, so has very good location to put him there. We'll tell him when his opponent comes down around the outside. I have to imagine the next one's probably going to plant themselves here if everything works out the way it's looking like it is here. Fusion core is... Fusion core is going down over here. Hashbrowns, I don't know if you're drinking or what you're doing, but you have some weird building placements, my good man. Or maybe you're just freaking bananas when you play people that haven't played very often here. So he is going to build down that fusion core in a very odd location. And they're actually very even in food count as of now. It's really going to depend on how good the micro skills of GrynSaifa are and whether or not he walks into those widow mines here. In the meantime, they're a little bit surprised that GrynSaifa hasn't elected to move himself out here. Maybe he's waiting until he gets himself a 200 army. Who knows? But at the same time, if we go up here, definitely need some more production buildings. I will say that. There has the 2 factories, the 1 Stargate, and the 2 barracks here. Just not enough, especially when you have your 3rd base down. But at the same time, like I say, he is playing off race, and he says he is just learning. So who knows there? Maybe it's only his 1st or 2nd game with a Terran army. Like I said, they both were bronze going into this game here. And we do have a bunch of SCVs. Not too sure where they're going here. Nothing surprises me at this point in time. Wow. He is actually spelling Chute. If that isn't the funniest thing I've seen, I don't know what is. That is freaking hilarious. So he is actually going to spell Chute, and that is a very nice spelling he has there on the diagonal spelling. I like that. That is cool. So we will sit back, try and figure out something to talk about for you guys there, as I can't picture anybody moving anytime soon. I know Hashbrowns has no intent on moving here. He's just looking to go bananas here and start spelling words with supply depots here, which will leave him with more supply depots than he knows what to do with. But at the same time there, I don't know anybody that's ever spelt the word Chute in supply depots here. He is going to move out here. He is sitting on 2 upgrades for his ground army, nothing for the air army, as himself a few ravens with almost full food count here, or full energy. So we're going to move ourselves across, try and engage his army to pull into the widow mines, I would have to imagine here, as we do come down the top side there. And we will see what he looks at doing here, as he is almost at 200 food, sitting at 179 currently. Opponent is at 156. He's not looking all that bad. Oh, we are going to move the widow mines here. Opponent does kind of follow him out there, does know that the widow mines are there, so might not want to engage that head on here. And he is trying to back off a little bit here, as he does know they are. Oh, maybe he will actually. Apparently he doesn't care about widow mines here. He is learning Terran, and this will actually teach him pretty darn quick about widow mines and what they do. Wowzer, the back end army end up getting splash damage big time there, and they're going to go to work here, but that is a lot of BCs to deal with there. 3 BCs altogether there. Has a few ravens going down there. Secret missiles are ready to go here, as you can see those red battle cruisers. They look darn pretty here, and there's the secret missiles doing a lot of splash damage here. Widow mines need to recharge here. They'll be able to take out the rest of the battle cruisers if he chooses, or if he lets them recharge here. He's trying to keep it down, trying to drop turrets down here, try and delay it so these widow mines can replenish themselves. There's one done. Oh, it gets a good shot off. Those battle cruisers and Thors will absorb that like no other. Oh, did end up dropping a lot of turrets in the back of the base here. Cleaned up on the SCVs here, but those BCs are going to go to work here. Taking a look at the good old count that we did get there. 14 workers killed for him, but very well done by our good man Hashbrowns here, putting a lot of hurt on him. Still has these 6 widow mines. None of them have been touched there. Opponent really needs to get out there, maybe run a little bit of scan, take those out with his battle cruiser or something, or start repairing the battle cruisers at the very least here. Hashbrowns just way too much of a income advantage here. Just way too many bases here. He is continuing to get himself some BCs now. He is elected to get into the battle cruiser type build here. Has a few idle SCVs. Wouldn't mind seeing them moving off somewhere. This one's only got 248 left in it, so that'll be dead pretty soon here, or at least out of gas here. Opponent is going to replenish his army as he does sit back at the beginning of his base here. And there you can see on the mini-map, Chute. Isn't that darn cool? I see that. That looks good, and I appreciate it there, Hashbrowns. Love to see stuff like that. Love to see creativity like I mentioned before here. And now he's got some ghosts here. We got some ghosts. We got some nukes. This should be interesting. That your whole army, he says? Well, GrynSaifa, why don't you move across the map and find out here? He scans, he sees the army there. He apparently isn't impressed at all here, which is kind of surprising because your army looks about the same. Oh, he says, guess not. So I guess he did see the rest of the army there. Oh, okay. He thought the rest of Hashbrowns' army was the ones that attacked. Well, there you go. Now you realize it, and now there's a ton of battlecruisers. Just need to free up some supply, apparently. Doesn't need to get any upgrades, though, but needs to free up supply. Is getting the Mobius reactor, which is extra energy, I do believe. Yes, it is. 25 more energy to start off when they do get built there. And we are completely mined out here. And now you find out why the planetary does absolutely no good at your main base here, because it usually gets mined out and won't help you in the end of the game. And we'll get a lot more transferring SCVs as they have finished their job of spelling T-Chute. So they'll get back to work mining on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever base you want to call it. Hashbrowns, as he does have himself about 4 bases, I guess. So 4th or 3rd base, I guess. So he will go to work on that base, fully saturating it here. In the meantime, here he is sending out some ghosts here. Does look like it is time for some nukes. And that is exactly what we are going to see here. They do not have cloak, though, so he will do it uncloaked. So he's going to do it like a real man, apparently, here. He's going to look to get up into this base here. We'll end up seeing this, and that will be a lot of SCVs that end up going down here if he does end up launching the nuke at this base here. Where's he going to choose to put it here? It's going to be somewhere on the map here. We'll soon find out. He's got ghosts everywhere. Wowzer. So lots of ghosts, lots of options here. Like I say, sitting outside here, he could take out quite a bit of SCVs here. 21 altogether. Does put the scan over there. Not too sure if that was his opponent or if that was good old Hashbrowns. And here we go. This is big trouble. Is he double nuking this baby? It is. Oh, no. It's just a single nuke here. Yeah, you might want to move those SCVs, son. Come on, GrynSaifa. Be aware. Be alert. You seen where the scan went down? This is not good. Ouch. 21 workers. Oh, no. Not on the army. No, please tell me you see that red dot on your army. Does the game not say nuclear launch? Please. Oh, no. Like I said, the red dot is hard to see, though. Oh, this isn't going to be in time. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. And into the Widow Mines to boot. Oh, Battlecruiser is going down. Thor's going down. That wasn't very good at all. Taking out what he can here. Now, Hashbrown says it's time to finish this baby off here. That really sucked for him there. Took him right down to 54 supply. 156 to 54. This is going to be big trouble. Battlecruisers meet up with one of the... So I guess the only Battlecruiser left for his opponent here. No opponent actually has one more Battlecruiser, sorry. And that one more Battlecruiser is probably sitting back at his base here. Yes, it is sitting back at the base. There's a Raven that ends up getting in there. So he might look to try to do a base race here, but of course just doesn't have the army to do so here. But they're going to move in there, at least feel pretty good about themselves, being able to walk right into the opponent's natural here. And all these BCs going down here. Wow, that is a lot of damage going down here. This Battlecruiser is going to go down pretty quick here as he does float them all in on the move command here. He likes the army, GrynSaifa says. Nice army. What a polite young man he is here. Wowzer. And there we go. He will try to clean up the opponent's natural here. But at the same time, like I say, that's just way too many units for Hashbrowns here. Don't think it's going to do a lot of good. Tractorchute challenge he does announce with some exclamation marks of how happy he is. He says thanks. And there is that good old bunker going to work on the few Marines on the front line here. They end up taking all the Marines down to 2 Thors now. This should pretty much be the end of it here. But he's going to try his best and whittle it down to the end there. You should try it, he tells him here. And all these Battlecruisers really going to work here. Wowzer. That's a lot of BCs, my good man. No upgrades, but you got a lot of Battlecruisers here. And there we go. One ghost does end up making it out here. It's just going to hang out with him here and say, what's going on, boys? They apparently don't like that ghost. They shoot him down pretty easily here. And they'll continue in the base here. But the 2 BCs coming out should be able to clean that up here. And they will easily do so. There's the last Thor going down. That should be GG, I would have to imagine. And this is one opponent that is darn polite, so I have to picture a GG coming here as he ends up losing all his production buildings basically here. There goes all his command centers. There goes all his factories. There goes his refinery as well here. Unless he wants to stick it out and watch it. No, he does not. Apparently, Hashbrowns loves his building placement. He says cheers, leaves with a smile on his face. Well, my congrats to you, Hashbrowns. Appreciate the shout-outs. Appreciate the T-Chute on the mini-map. That looks awesome. GrynSaifa, I give you my condolences. Day 6. I'll leave you with this. If you're holding the hair the wrong way, you'll brush your teeth each night. Make sure the white keyboard's on the board, because the road don't paint its own lines. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.